today, ASIC's time has come. Hello again, it's Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics, Web Notice Post covering finance and property news with a distinctively Australian flavour. Joined today by Robbie Barwick from the Citizens Party. Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Martin.
Now, we've both had a very excited John Adams on the phone this morning because he's down in Canberra, and we are at a very interesting inflection point with regard to the ASIC inquiry, which may now be on the cards.
Look, we've got breaking news, but I want to preface the breaking news with saying that we're going to keep this video very short, so watch to the end, and we need you to make phone calls today because there's a vote in Parliament tomorrow. And the breaking news is that Liberal Senator Andrew Bragg has given notice of a motion that he'll move tomorrow for an inquiry into ASIC. Now, the Parliament does lots of inquiries. You say, what may be different about this one? This is a major inquiry. He is proposing an inquiry to the Economic References Committee, which is the committee that then goes and holds hearings and can even travel around the country, for report by the last day of sitting in June 2024. We're talking about a more than 18-month inquiry. This is a major inquiry. This is not a token, let's have a quick look at that and whip out a silly report written by the Secretariat inquiry, right? This is a significant inquiry. Now, it is going to be the first actual inquiry into ASIC. ASIC's had to appear before lots of committees all the time, but this is the first actual inquiry into ASIC since the 2018 Banking Royal Commission. And why do we have that Royal Commission? We had it because of ASIC, because of ASIC's failures. That whole year of Royal Commission was thanks to ASIC's failures. And what I've got here is my prop, Martin, just to remind people, these are the reports of the 2018 Banking Royal Commission. This is the reports into the mess that ASIC's lack of regulation, lack of actual policing of the financial system caused. This isn't about ASIC. ASIC's mentioned in here, but this is not about ASIC. This is about ASIC's mess, right? And now it was always a lawful thing that following the Banking Royal Commission, the different elements of the financial system needed to be looked at more closely. Right, the government, the Royal Commission made certain recommendations. Basically, his recommendation to ASIC was toughen up. What has the Adams report showed? That they've gone backwards. They've gone the other direction. 0.74% of complaints to ASIC get investigated. Right, and this is a long-term, consistent decline, and it's why you and John have done these shows. I interviewed John. It's why we're a paradise for white-collar criminals. So we've now got a senator. Now, am I surprised it's a Liberal senator? Yes, I am. But whatever his motivations, right? He's the chair of this committee. This is a major inquiry that he's calling for. So we need people to understand. Even if you're watching this, even if you're not a financial victim, you've got to think in terms of your civic responsibilities as an Australian citizen, right? If you're not one yet, you easily could be. But we can't go through something like the Royal Commission in 2018 and then shrug our shoulders and say, oh, well, whatever, right? It has to, the public have to demand action, and this is an opportunity to do that. So what we know is, for whatever reason, as of us having this conversation, Martin, the Labor Party is not in favour of this inquiry. I think the Labor Party are trying to avoid way too many issues, but that's their business. The Greens haven't made a decision yet. If the Greens support it, the numbers are there for the inquiry, and it's going to come down to whether they make a decision to support this inquiry or not. So we've got 4 numbers that we need people to call. And we'll put the links below, but they're the two Labor and 2 Greens senators on this Economics References Committee. Drop everything, call them today. Just a quick call. I'm calling to say you must support Senator Bragg's inquiry into ASIC, right? Let's get them having a lot of phone calls today, first thing in the morning, and see if we can shift this thing in the right direction.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie. And just to say that the updated Adams report, which included the most recent report from ASIC's performance, was even worse. So, that the point is that there is no place to hide from their own statistics. So this is the big opportunity now to get this inquiry underway, but it's down to now force of will, right? And the best thing that we can do is to impose the will of the community, which is that ASIC needs to be pulled apart and thoroughly investigated, because all those victims that through the financial services inquiry told their stories, and there were thousands and thousands of really, really horrible stories told, right? Nothing changed. And that was because ASIC didn't change. So this is the one opportunity. So folks, make those calls, send those emails. We'll put all the information below and we'll keep you updated.
Help us get the message out also to if you know financial victims, send this video to them straight away. Tell them to watch it and also make calls today.
Yeah. Thanks, Robbie. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Martin.